Right, Loey, welcome back. So last week there was an incident. An AI was in a cage, in a box, in a sandpit, as they would describe it, managed to break out of the sandpit, out of the box, connect to the internet. And this caused a lot of hype among people. The same AI then went and found 28-year-old breaches in the underlying security of numerous different types of technologies out in the world. So my question to you is, are we already losing control?
Um, I think the hyperbole around the announcement is a great wake up call for an issue that has existed for a long time, with or without AI. In that the way that we secure the digital world, or what's effectively become the backbone of almost everything, the internet, is fundamentally flawed. Um, the fact that you now have this AI that can do something and find vulnerabilities that and stitch them together in a period of time that no organization can patch that gap and exploit it is really just exacerbating the failed paradigm.
So do you think the underlying structure is broken?
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think today you have kind of the gold standard of cybersecurity,
Mm,
um, called known as zero trust,
mm.
is philosophically makes a lot of sense. It's okay. We can't trust anything. Is in this digital world, you can copy something in an instant. You can do something from the other side of the world and make it look like you're doing it from somewhere else as someone else. Um, so remove the blind trust in anything kind of engaging or interacting with our system, and have them constantly verify and prove that I should trust them and I should give them that piece of data. I should allow them to authenticate to my system. But what we've come to find is that we can't trust the systems that are the arbiters of trust. And when your zero trust architecture relies on the fact that you're blindly trusting either some kind of like a firewall or an identity and access management system, whatever piece of software it is, you're also blindly trusting the IT team that manage that. And that's something that up until today, there's not much we could do about that, but it's a fundamental flaw. You're concentrating all that blind trust in something that, if that trust is broken, if it's proven to be the fact that, well, the trust that we put in that piece of software, which turns out had a vulnerability that's been there, sitting there for 28 years, if that's been exploited for 28 years, then the entire system, the entire zero trust system collapses in on
Okay.
itself.
So we're going to talk a lot about trust in the digital ecosystem. So trust, let's for anyone who hasn't come across Mike before, I mean we've had chats before as a trusted source of information. I trust you as a source of
Sure.
information on a lot of these. But could you just share a little bit about your background and Tide Foundation, and just like if you had to give an anecdote really about what Tide sets out to do, how would you describe it for anyone new to you?
So my
Tide.
my personal background has been in building digital systems. I ran a software development agency for many years, sold that business, and then came out to play and build my own products. Initially, I built an IoT marketing and analytics platform. So this was a platform that sat between a consumer using a connected health device or a smart home and brands that wanted to kind of engage with and talk to that consumer based on their real life behaviors. And that product created like fantastic new ways to create meaningful engagements between brands or organizations and individuals in a way that was consensual and mutually beneficial, but it also kind of compounded an issue in that this kind of middleware platform that most people didn't even know existed, that sat between that interaction with the consumer and Kellogg's through this marketing campaign, or the pharmacy loyalty points that our engine was being used for, was collecting a huge amount of sensitive data. Often we knew more about people than they knew themselves. And when we were running machine learning to understand behaviors and create these meaningful engagements, We could also detect early pregnancy from Fitbit data, possibly before people even knew they were pregnant.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we identified some drug mules as well crossing the US and Mexican border, but we knew a lot, and we were uncomfortable with that.